going to be that late.
That's okay, Sarah. You can blame me for it.
I'm not going to be that late.
All right, well, I might end up going to bed without you regardless.
Means you have to take Gooby out.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take her out anyways if you're not going to be back till 12.
I'm not going to be back till... That's not going to be that late.
That's how late it was the last time.
Last time was a Friday night, though.
Well, was it?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, last night was Friday, so...
Oh,
We'll definitely not be that late.
yeah, I guess. I was wondering why you were out so late. I forgot it was a
Friday.
Friday. All right.
See you later tonight, Sarah.
Oh.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah. I love you.
Bye, Sarah.
Hi.
I need you.
Feeling like
This
a
one?
freak
Yep.
on a leash.
I'll hold
Still
this. I got it.
feeling
Yep.
like
There
I
you go.
have no release.
There you go.
Still how many times do I get this place? Still I can't throw away this pain. This pain. Life's always gotta be messing with me.
Yeah.
Still I
Yeah.
can't
Which is
let
always
me
nice.
be free.
Can you hear me, Christian?
No. Corey.
You're not plugged in, Corey. Does mic 3 sound okay?
Mic 3 sounds perfect, actually.
Oh, cool.
Mike 2 doesn't?
It's really a user error.
Oh,
Listen, we just got new mics.
We did get new mics.
We do have new microphones.
Do they sound better?
They do. They sound really... Well, I mean,
Alright,
it's
cool.
not really up to us.
Hey, people at home, do they sound better?
Yeah. Email us at
I knew that
dumbtrivia@gmail.com.
thing was going to be plugged.
Why wouldn't we plug our own show?
I think they should sound better. It's a better mic.
Why would we not plug our own show?
That's true. I'm trying to think. How do I start this? I'm going to start this, boys, with an amazing tweet I found today.
Yeah.
One that I was waiting at a red light in Jersey, and it came across my Twitter feed. And I was like,
Why were you on your phone when you were driving?
And why did you pronounce it Joyzy?
well, I was at a red light in Jersey.
Doesn't mean you take out your phone.
Also, barely anyone from Jersey pronounces it like that.
Yeah.
Like two different things hung up on. First off, Corey, my phone's always out because it's laying on top of my dash with the GPS going.
Click it or ticket, Christian.
That's a seatbelt.
Shh, let him go with it. You're right, Corey. I'm sorry. Okay, let me.
I told him.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Jesus.
Smack him
man.
down like the hand of God.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, and I can confirm this as a Catholic. Okay, it's Catholic canon that in the Garden of oh my God, the place where Jesus prayed before he got crucified.
Ask,
Okay.
ask Ryan.
Ask Ryan. Yeah, in Ask Ryan, Jesus Christ saw every sin committed by human beings, which means that he watched a guy blasting rope to Waluigi hentai and still decided to sacrifice himself for humanity.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Well, it's like, it goes off of that line that if you don't sin even just a little bit, Jesus Christ died for nothing.
so blast your rope to Waluigi hentai.
Well, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
You can do, and then you can get the ones with Waluigi and Wario. So it's like, wow, Waluigi.
Are we doing the after show now or the?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a
after show. This is the after show.
Welcome to Dumb Trivia After Show Part 2, where the questions are non-existent and one host isn't as dumb. What? I'm confused.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
I don't.
You guys look like I messed
Yeah.
something up. I was like, did I call it the podcast?
No, I thought I was leading this again, so that's where I was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I mean,
ca-
I was
you-
just-
You kind of wet farted on Andres'
Oh,
whole
sorry.
thing.
no, I wouldn't call it wet fart. Wet fart is when he Christian answers your trivia questions without letting
the
you
answers.
answer or without letting you finish the entire question.
I've only wet farted one of your questions. You always just, when you see the look on my face, you're like, I'm done.
Well, here's the I've noticed that you've wet farted at least one of Corey's questions pretty much every episode.
I think he does it himself. I think God, it's almost like Corey just ate a bunch of like tacos and God comes in his ear and he's like, Corey, if you fart, it'll come out. And Corey's like, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's essentially what happens. Is like, I get that look on my face and Corey's like, he knows the answer. Instead of being like a good sport, he just gets all mad and goes,
What?
Do you know all my analogy?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Andres-
Yeah.
This is your time to shine, kid.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
All right.
Rewind.
All right. I'm gonna need a minute.
Your haircut looks nice, bud.
It does.
Oh,
look
thank
nice.
you. Yeah, I think on that note, I think this is the first time I've gotten a haircut since the show started.
And it looked like
yeah,
it.
dumb fact for a dumb trivia show.
Dumb fact for dumb trivia. Andres looks like a little naughty schoolboy now.
Sure. Just use your imagination.
So if Gianna ever listens to it, she'll have that image.
Yeah.
His girlfriend won't listen to our show.
Neither will yours.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with them not listening to the show because that means this is more our time.
That's true.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Dumb Trivia After Show,
Hello.
where your hosts try to become less dumb. I'm Andres, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
Andres. It's Christian.
And
Christian.
Corey.
Hey.
Yeah, Corey, awesome. Andres and Corey. Yeah. You missed the whole
well,
time I was doing
yeah,
like,
no.
I heard you.
Okay, how can we not hear you? We're 2 feet away from you. Maybe we'll sample it and we'll consider using it for the theme.
What?
Consider?
What?
Weren't you just basically like humming a theme or something, or where?
No, see, you were just like, we're 2 feet away from your host. I was going like, yeah, like crowd in the background.
Keep going, bud.
Cheering.
Oh, he's throwing me off real.
I
Not my fault.
Yeah, I know.
He does that.
All right. Either way, great to be with both of you
As
on this fine evening. Today's topic that we shall be discussing comes from the inaugural episode of Dumb Trivia, Krankenhaus, which we learned is the German word for
Hospital.
yes.
I think we also need to say shout out to our one listener in Germany who's been consistent.
Yeah.
Frankfurt?
Yeah, in Frankfurt.
Yeah. So if you're listener in Frankfurt, Germany, like reach out to us. Like I kind of want to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Please.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
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 Da.
But yes, as we learned, Krankenhaus is the German word for hospital, which you're going to need if you find yourself on the business end of today's topic. We're talking about trap guns today.
Hey.
Yeah, which comes from my final question on episode 1 of Dumb Trivia. So, like I said, we're going to talk about trap guns, and surprisingly, there were a lot of guns that were made specifically for trapping animals, or as we shall learn later, there were guns that were made specifically to stop intruders from your house coming into your house. What else are we going to talk about? We might talk about, or we might get a little bit more into the animal trap that I mentioned, the one created by James A. Williams, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see how we're doing on time.
So are any of these like the traps that you have Corey and I in right now? The ones like around our legs with like the saw blades that are spinning?
Somebody call for help, please.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is gonna be
Those are
different.
See, going off of what the Joker said in The Dark Knight. There are no guns in these traps, so the ones that you guys are in are a little bit more personal right now.
You want to know how I got these episodes of Dumb Trivia?
Speaking of Krankenhaus in Frankfurt, I want to go to Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that does.
We're a little late there, bud.
Yeah. All right.
I was
Well,
letting him finish his
yeah.
intro.
You don't want to go to Oktoberfest?
What did I miss here? I do want to go.
You missed the transition when Corey wanted to start talking about
Oh no, he's talking a little late, as in like time.
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah.
like it's November.
Like,
Oh yeah,
October.
well yeah, I got that from him, but I think he was still hung up on the fact that we didn't change that.
Right.
That we changed
You
topics.
saw where I was going.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Continue. I'm sorry.
yeah. Thank
that
you.
was a mess.
That's okay. So that's what we're talking about on today's episode. As always, feel free to put your 2 cents in. I'd love to know exactly what you guys are thinking. So with that, let's talk about some trap guns.
Okay.
All right. So the origin of trap guns stems from the need of people needing to either hunt animals or protect their property. Many of the first trap guns that were made were basically a rifle fixed to 2 posts with its trigger rigged to fire via what is essentially a trap wire. The earliest design that I found in one of my sources shows a drawing made in 1743 by a James Isham, an official of the Hudson's Bay Company, which presents a trap gun, which is basically a flintlock rifle fixed to 2 posts, as well as a line where one end is tied to the trigger and the other end is tied to a piece of bait that has been placed downrange from the rifle.
So this is really good once.
Yes, exactly. Once being that, you're probably only attaching like a small piece of bait on the other end of that string.
It's
And
like, it's
it's a flintlock. It's a single shot gun.
But also, like, aren't flintlocks notoriously just inaccurate too?
Yeah.
Because it was pre-rifling.
Yeah. But from what I've gathered, as long as you're not making that string any longer than 50 yards, you should be able to hit
Okay.
whatever you're pointing at.
I was gonna say you could just use like a blunderbuss type thing, but I guess you don't want to come downstairs and see your like cabinets obliterated because it's just a spray of pellets.
Yeah, that I would agree with. You just come downstairs and it's just like there's just like blood, a bunch of like mangled meat, and like wood splinters just everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's when they first created Cheerios. All those wood splinters landed in a bowl.
Wow, that really lowers your cholesterol.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man.
It's not how they created Cheerios.
Yeah, I know. That's
Okay, I want to
yeah.
make sure you know.
I sure hope I know that's how. Is that how they made Cheerios or no? Now I'm confused.
Cornflakes were originally created as an anti-masturbation device.
Yeah, like graham crackers.
Were graham crackers the same boat?
Yeah, same thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought the bland foods wouldn't make you horny.
Yeah. So
They were wrong.
yeah.
Sorry.
So
It was like, I eat matzah every day, and I'm
Yeah.
still just firing
Shit.
off twice a day.
shifting back to trap guns. So yeah, the flintlock, latest and greatest technology in the 1700s. So so single shot rifle is really all you got. But also, given that the Europeans came to North America pretty much for economic purposes, so they were basically like sending a bunch of hunters to find furs of different animals. Wouldn't be uncommon for hunters to have an extra rifle or two laying around, because back in that era, that's how you got around the single shot issue, was that you just, especially if you were hunting bigger game, you just carry multiple rifles with you.
So if you were like a bad shot, like your son who was with you had to carry like 10.
Not even probably, but also not even a bad shot. If you're hunting a bear, you probably not want to risk your life on one shot and one shot only.
That's fair. Or you just don't be a little girl and you fight the bear with a knife.
Black attack, brown get down.
White good night.
I mean, yeah, all valid points. All valid points. So given the design, not a terrible version 1.0.
Yeah.
But wasn't very practical, seeing that pretty much behind politicians, the next biggest enemy that guns have is rust. So you really can't.
That is true.
Oh, you guys never heard that one? Yeah. So you can't really leave this trap just like outside in wet conditions.
Yeah.
For hours on end. Also, any person who happens to find the trap in this setup just got themselves a new to them gun via the 5-finger discount.
I'm just picturing some poor starving beggar child walking through the woods and finding this hunk of bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my lucky day. Me and my little sister get to eat tonight. I got a hunk of... And then the people who own the house can eat tonight.
Wow.
The kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They eat the kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see where you went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You sick bastard.
Oddly enough, that's how they feed all the kids at Jason's orphanage. All the kids not
Yeah.
named Jason, they just eat them.
yeah. So, what do you do with version 1 when it's got a bunch of drawbacks?
Make version 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So version 2 essentially is, for lack of a better term, a sawed-off 78 caliber rifle. Yeah, I know. Stay with me here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So picture basically like a flintlock rifle with its barrel chopped off and its buttstock chopped off. Hence the name sawed off.
Yeah.
But
So it's a tube.
yeah, kind of. It's just a tube, a trigger, and an action.
Okay.
But where was I? So it had a few improvements. First, the buttstock, or what was left of it, was altered so the gun could be fixed to a post or any other object, and the gun could be fired by pulling on a wire that runs through the stock.
Okay.
So
A little more like on board, like a little more. You have to.
yeah, a
Have to be
little more
involved.
intuitive.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit more intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else was there? Other variations of traps that were set up in this configuration also included the guns being encased in wood to protect them from the weather, and that was kind of basically like the apex of guns just being or of trap guns just basically looking like sawed-off rifles.
Yeah.
From there, we start to shift to trap guns that are specially made.
Oh my god! So they had people being like, "All right, yes, I got finished my fifth murder." I don't even know what kind of joke I was going for. You have people out there making specialized trap guns.
Yes, people are making specialized trap guns.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's wild.
So instead of a sawed-off rifle, basically what you have is a barrel, the action of the gun, as well as probably either like a tripod or just like a stake that they could just drive into the ground so the gun would stay upright.
It sounds like they're just making pistols.
Yeah, kind of. I think
At this point.
Yeah, I think there were a few models that I came across in my research that actually that you could actually pick up and basically use as pistols.
That's weird.
Yeah, but the next latest and greatest in their design was actually the trigger mechanism, because the trigger basically had this wire that would extend out in front of the muzzle of the gun, and that end of the wire that extended out in front of the muzzle of the gun had a hook in it, so you could attach bait to it.
So when the bait was pulled, the trigger would go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, so it'd have to be a reverse trigger, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how they would like reconfigure it if you just like picked it up and wanted to use it like a traditional gun. But yeah, that's the new latest and greatest in
Home
trap
defense.
guns. Yeah, well, home defense we'll get to. That's a different category. We're just talking about animals right now. One of them that was pretty much like the pinnacle of like commercially successful trap guns was called the Sure Shot trap gun, which appears to have distinguished itself in the market by being intended for any sized animal. One advertisement stated, and I quote, "No animal is too small or too large. Weasel or grizzly bear, it gets them all."
Yeah.
Sure shot. TM.
They're really
Yeah,
making a...
exactly.
Dude, what dumbass out there had to try the grizzly bear one?
Right? Imagine that R&D.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
All right, Jedi, you just got to stand over there. I'm like, you mean over here, boss? And you stand right there. You put the Sure Shot right there.
Yeah.
When that grizzly bear comes around, we're going to see... And Jedediah went home that night because Sure Shot is pretty fucking good one shot.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it's Sure Shot.
exactly.
Also happens to be the sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not funny. Don't lie to our listeners.
Not funny.
Not funny.
But
Canceled.
sure.
Don't be ripping off John Mulaney. We're better than that. We turned down SNL.
We did.
Sure, we did.
We did.
Okay.
We actually gave it. That's why Sarah squirms on SNL, because they wanted us, and we're like, no, we want this angry Jewish lady who sprays fake poop everywhere to be on SNL.
Wait, what?
Sarah Squirm. That's like her thing. It's like gross out comedy.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
really?
I've sent you
Yeah,
so
he
much
sent-
of her
he
stuff,
sent
and you
us-
always talk
yeah.
about disliking her.
Oh, the Jewish one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
that
she's
re-
not funny.
that really narrows it down.
Sorry, Sarah.
Corey, the Jewish comedian from LA. Like, oh yeah, that's I know them.
But yeah,
We all talk.
Yeah, a once yearly meeting of the great minds.
Of the Jews.
Yeah.
but so one issue that I have with the Sure Shot trap gun is that it says from weasel to grizzly bear, which we learned in the last episode of the after show that we need those weasels to fight off the cockatrice.
That's true. And grizzly bears, they're not scavengers. So why would they be out here looking for dead meat?
Oh yeah, that's
They're
true.
hunters. Sure Shot, get your shit together.
Yeah.
More like sure shit.
Yeah,
Got him.
but
They're rolling over in their grave.
probably. But
I hope so.
surprisingly enough, back in 1917, you could pick up one of these for $3.85 each, or you could buy a dozen of them for $42.
No, that's a deal.
That is a deal, right? Yeah, but it's right. I guess it's like I guess
so many.
you're really advertising to either somebody who's like a really big hunter or just has like a really big plot of land that they want to defend.
I guess. You should really need one because it gets the job done. Sure Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
they're saying only one.
Like it's not that good.
The one bummer, postage cost extra. Yeah, right.
Never get the free shipping.
Yeah, even
It's an extra 2 cents.
maybe. Yeah. Well, it's probably more if you're buying them by the dozen.
We're gonna weigh down those horses.
Yeah.
Free shipping should be a must for everything. Build it into the cost of the product.
Ye old,
Yeah.
what do you talking about? Ye old Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon Primus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me
Yeah.
give me that 2-year delivery. When they're
2
on.
years.
2-year delivery.
It took me a second.
Yeah. That was good. So
Free
yeah, that's
2-year delivery.
So yeah, it was a messy road, but we got there. That's trap guns.
Okay.
Yeah. So next thing is the burglar alarm trap gun. Same basic concept, but a little bit different. For one thing, it's a little smaller, so it can be intended for use inside the home. I mean, you really like the Sure Shot one that I described to you. That was probably like I don't know, I think like a foot and a half long, somewhere around there. So
Are we still talking flintlock stuff right now? have we
No,
moved
we've moved on to like
Self-contained rounds.
yeah, at least for Sure Shot, I think it was self-contained, maybe percussion cap.
What year?
The Sure Shot that I talked about was like 1917.
Oh,
at least
yeah.
that the advertisement was. So
They
yeah,
moved
that's
on,
probably metallic. We're moving back a little bit with the burglar alarm trap guns, probably back to like I think just after the Civil War, so like late 1800s.
And they got percussion at the end of the Civil War, didn't they? Around.
During.
Yeah, during. That's what I thought.
yeah. So one of the caveats actually for the burglar alarm trap guns was that you didn't have to load the gun with ammo. If you really wanted to, all you had to do was just put in the percussion cap, so that way it would make the noise.
Oh, it was a legit burglar alarm.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, but but some models, I think actually from what I remember, pretty much every model, you could actually, it came with a barrel or two, so if you really wanted to, if you were really paranoid, you could load some powder and some shot in there to actually shoot somebody.
Honestly, if I was breaking into a house and that was the noise I heard, the gunshot going off, that'd be enough. I'd be out.
Well, it's like Bill Burr said, if you're not expecting anything, and even if you just get shot, even with something as mundane as a BB gun, you got to
do
go back
agree.
outside and regroup.
I do. I don't agree with a lot of stuff I hear from comedians, but I agree with that one.
Yeah.
If I shot you with a BB gun right now, you'd lose your mind. You'd be a Christian. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
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 Fibs factor.
What?
Fibs factor.
Fibs factor?
Fuck, I'm being shot.
I did not get that at all.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Was that?
No, that's not original.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, was that Corey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, these burglar alarm trap guns were basically just like a 3-inch barrel. They included a hammer and a trigger mechanism, but the one thing that was unique for them was that they basically included like a screw on part of the gun, so that way you could basically just bore it into your door frame or your wall. Yeah, right.
They thought of everything back then.
Yeah, they really did.
Except for
They really
germs.
did.
Except for germs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite figure that one out.
No.
Yeah.
Or women.
Or women.
Yeah.
Sure.
Andreas is like, dude, I still don't get them.
Dude, what the fuck you're talking about? A what now? Yeah. So.
I thought I was just dating a pretty man.
Jesus. All right. But yeah, and also these things were pretty small. One of the larger models that I found was pretty measured rough dimensions, like 1 inch by 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So chances are good if you're a thief that just wants to like walk in real quick, grab something and go and leave the house. Chances are good you're not going to see this when it's rigged up to like somebody's door or somebody's window.
Not until it happens to you the first time.
Yeah.
And then you're always going to be looking for that. You're going to be going in your own house thinking it's in there.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So, what else was there? Lastly, there for the burglar alarm trap guns, there was one that struck a very striking resemblance to the one that James A. Williams patented back in 1882. That was actually called the chicken thief gun. So it was pretty much the same basic concept, where it was a pistol attached to a suitable frame. This one was made earlier than Williams' design, so it's a flintlock pistol, but it included a couple of design features. First, basically a C-clamp, one of those just like one of those clamps that you turn the screw in it and you can attach it to stuff, was included in the grip of the pistol, so you could attach it to different stuff.
Wow.
And then there was only one picture from the source that I used, so I really couldn't see it. The second feature was that there was a ring on the right side of the barrel, which would allow the gun to swivel when it was attached to a post.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Innovative.
Do you know what the C in the C clamp stands for?
Clamp.
Clamp?
Clamp.
Yeah.
Clamp.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Jeb Bush.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you know what a C-47 is?
Do you not know what Jeb stands for? Do you know what Jeb stands for? In the Jeb Bush?
Jeb.
John Ellis Bush. So when you call him Jeb Bush, it's John Ellis Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. What is the C-47?
Clothespin.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they call them on film sets.
Yeah.
Is that like an in joke, kind of like when you get the new guy on the
No, that's the technical term.
Yeah.
Oh.
C-47s.
Thought it was like when you get like the new guy in the in the mechanic shop. Okay, we need you to change that headlight fluid.
Yeah. No,
No.
it's not a joke. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last thing about these burglar alarm guns, they've become sort of a collector's item. One double-barreled burglar alarm designed by George Pratt was estimated to go to $300 or to be sold at between $300 and $500 at auction.
That's not that much. I
Yeah.
thought there'd be more.
Yeah, well, there was another one by Scarce S. Coon that is estimated to go between $750 and $800.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, you can't. I mean, it's
I'll take it.
yeah, right. Sold. All right, so that's the burglar alarm trap guns. Now we're getting into the last thing. So I'm sure you guys feel like I've been holding out on you thus far in this episode.
I always feel like you're holding out on us.
Yeah,
The sexual
just
tension in here.
just a little bit. Because because I know for as interesting as trap guns and burglar alarm trap guns are, I haven't really given you that earth-shattering truth is stranger than fiction moment like I did with the rooster laying an egg in the
That's
last
true.
episode.
He hasn't.
So that is why I am calling this episode of the After Show my Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Our last topic is about the coffin torpedo.
What?
Yeah,
Is this exactly what it sounds like it is?
it is. It is exactly what it sounds like.
You're right. You have been holding out on us.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Jesus Christ, let's
Yeah.
hear this.
So before we get to the coffin torpedo, I'd like to thank one of our listeners, actually. Nate, who was a former coworker of mine, actually brought this to my attention. If I remember correctly, he did go to school for to be a mortician, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he is
That's an interesting career. Couldn't
Yeah.
do it. Props to you, Nate.
Yeah.
Is that what he does now?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Quiet career.
Yeah. Real quiet.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he,
I've seen horror movies.
VHS 94 had a really good mortician coffin sequence. If you have Shudder, VHS 94, it's on Shudder.
Nate, thanks for listening.
Yeah, Nate, thank you thank you for bringing this to my attention and
Wait, is he a listener or is he just bringing this to your attention?
both.
Hey, thanks, Nate.
Yeah, because when he told me about this, he actually texted me and saying that he was halfway into episode 3.
Nate, why are you only on episode 3?
Well,
or was this a while ago?
This was a while ago.
I
So
take-
after
yeah.
episode 3 came out,
I
he's,
take it
he's
back.
a great
Yeah.
listener.
Yeah, but Nate, thank you for listening and for supporting our show. So now, onto the coffin torpedo.
Yeah.
So we're still in relatively the same time period, late 1800s. The coffin torpedo is a what I've described as a rather interesting byproduct of the rise of medical research.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know this, but part of the reason why the whole concept and practice of surgery exists is because of warfare.
Yeah.
Like people get injured in mass, and people are
Cut limbs.
Yeah. Or what I was going for was like doctors pretty much are coming
Yeah.
up with like new and innovative ways to keep people alive from some not so serious injuries, or even some more serious injuries.
Tampons were a World War I bullet wound pluggers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So that being said, after the American Civil War, medical schools proliferated in the United States. According to A Traffic of Dead Bodies, Anatomy, and Embodied Social Identity in 19th Century America, the number of medical schools in America doubled from 1865 to 1890.
Okay.
So, I mean, which is kind of nice to see. You want to, but
If you don't want to die.
yeah, pretty much.
Losers.
Yeah, if you want to basically treat that wound that you got from a splinter, be pretty nice to know what the hell's going on.
Psh.
Yeah.
Tell us about this coffin torpedo.
Yeah. Couple more things.
I
So
want to know now.
we're getting there.
Okay.
So the medical schools became so abundant that essentially it created a black market demand for cadavers.
Oh, I know all about it.
Yeah. For the uninformed here, cadavers are basically just dead bodies that are studied for medical purposes, and it got to such a demand that people were basically murdered and then sold to medical schools.
Really good movie with Simon Pegg and Andy Serkis called Burke and Hare.
Yeah. Oh, was that kind of like the whole background story for it? Was that people were getting murdered to be sold to medical schools?
2 Scottish serial killers who were doing that, who were like originally grave robbers, and they're like, oh, we get paid more money for fresher corpses. Really good movie.
Yeah. So right now in late 1800s America, probably not a bad idea to invest in one of these burglar alarm trap guns.
I'm just like trying in my head. I'm piecing together the coffin torpedo and the burglar alarm trap gun.
Yeah. So we're getting there. Lastly, the most prolific corpse that was ever liberated from a graveyard was a John Scott Harrison, son of President William Henry Harrison and father of President Benjamin Harrison. Yeah. Somebody actually stole his body after he died.
What?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Who the fuck is President Benjamin Harrison?
You don't know about Benjamin Harrison?
You don't know about Benjamin Harrison?
He's I'm pretty sure he was the president that was between Grover Cleveland's terms. Stop me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
All right, hang on.
I don't think there was a Benjamin Harrison.
How do you not know about Benjamin Harrison?
Shut up, Corey. I don't want to. I could be wrong. I just never.
Yeah, he
heard
was the 23rd U.S. president.
What a dumb name. Oh, so we had a grandfather grandson kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Silly you.
Yeah, you had me worried there for a second. I'm like, did I really mess this up this bad?
I'm trying in my head. I'm singing that Nickelodeon President's Day song.
Oh yeah.
First name Millard. Why'd you name a character that?
Yeah.
You know the one?
No.
William Howard Taft had a belly up
Yeah.
to here. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah. No, I remember that. 'Cause
You
it was,
don't remember
It was
that?
like
Yeah.
it was like basically all of like it was just like a it was like all cards of like their like official
Faces,
portraits. Yeah.
That's every president we had so far.
Yeah.
That's every single one. It's in my head at least once a month.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
look
I
it
haven't
up
thought
later.
about that in years.
Yeah.
Anyway, they found John Scott Harrison's body later at the Ohio Medical College. So
That's kinda funny.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody stole his body and sold it to the Ohio Medical College. Yeah. So to prevent people from stealing corpses, a man named Philip K. Clover designed the coffin torpedo, which was patented in 1878. Patent number 208,607 and 2 was intended, and I quote, to prevent the unauthorized resurrection of dead bodies.
Do they open the fucking coffin and get shot?
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. Basically it was kind of like how like those tubes that people use at gender reveal parties where you twist them and then like the powder shoots out.
And then you start a wildfire in South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those ones.
So basically, that was his invention. It was essentially like a charge and like a shotgun or shotgun shot in this tube
Jesus
that was
Christ.
that was rigged to fire anytime somebody opened the lid of the coffin.
That's amazing.
And the twist in it, then you could then sell that person's body to a medical school.
Yeah.
Reverse card them.
Yeah.
Got
Or
'em.
actually even better. This is probably why schools still teach us how to work in groups. You get one guy who you just have open the coffin
That's
first.
true.
And then that way, the rest of you can sell 2 bodies to the medical colleges.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good God. I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were holding out on us. I didn't think that's
Yeah.
where I was gonna go.
Yeah, I know. But we're not done yet. Give me a second here.
There's more.
There is more. There is another design that was created by Thomas N. Howell, who patented the grave torpedo in 1881. The grave torpedo worked less like a torpedo and more like a landmine. Basically, Howell's
That's
device.
funnier.
I know, right? So basically, Howell's device was basically this explosive that you would bury underground on top of the coffin. So anytime somebody tried to unbury the coffin and they hit the grave torpedo would explode.
That's amazing.
It's a very unneeded solution.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah. I found an advertisement for the Howell grave torpedo that read, and I quote, sleep well, sweet angel, let no fears of ghouls disturb thy rest, for above thy shrouded form lies a torpedo, ready to make mincemeat of anyone who wants to convey you to the pickling vat.
That's amazing.
I know,
Honestly,
right?
It's the greatest advertisement. They don't make
Yeah.
them like that anymore.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want that on a shirt.
When I go,
Yeah.
I want one of those on my grave.
You want a grave torpedo?
Yeah.
I want that on a shirt. I think we should be like dumb trivia and then just that advertisement. And people are like, oh, is it dumb trivia? I'm like, yeah, it blows up fucking grave robbers.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So that is my spiel on trap guns.
Thank you. Yeah.
So before we sign off here, let's go over what we learned today.
Okay.
So before ADT, Simply Safe, and Nest were options to secure your home from burglars or pests, there were guns.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, continuing from the first episode, people are still kind of goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I can do to help myself sleep better at night? Rig a gun to my doors and windows. You know how I can hunt more animals? Rig a gun to some bait. And you know how I can make a quick buck? Sell a dead body to a medical school.
Sell two.
Yeah.
After that torpedo.
Yeah. On that note, definitely do your research before stealing a corpse. Maybe bring a landmine detector of some kind just
Okay.
to help you find those grave torpedoes. And I touched on this earlier. Get yourself the equivalent of an unnamed red shirt character for your crew and let them be the one to open the coffin.
I guess so, Andres.
Yeah. Yeah. And what else is there? Dr. Frankenstein quite literally dodged a bullet by stealing a corpse from a grave that was not rigged with a coffin torpedo.
I like that.
Or a grave torpedo, for that matter.
That's good.
Yeah.
Literally dodged a bullet.
What else? Lastly, firearms are no joke and should be handled with the utmost care.
Unlike our dumb trivia pistol, which we handle willy-nilly and goes off
Yeah.
pretty easily.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andres.
Yeah. You guys have anything to add before I do sign-offs here?
I love the coffin torpedo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I want one.
Yeah.
Like just to own.
Yeah. I don't know how much they're going for, but,
And then you can bring
figure
your,
it
and
out.
then you can bring your high school bully over and be like, "Hey, I got this to like make up for all the times you called me fat and wanted to put me in a locker. But you go, the locker's too small. Everyone laugh at Christian. I'm like, open this box. Open the box. He'll be like, what's in the box? I'm like, open the fucking box. And he opens it, and just boom. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
No, I know how you feel. We could all use a hug.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Corey, you got anything else to add?
That was fantastic.
All
Thank
right,
you.
cool. So, and with that, that's the end of episode 2 of the Dumb Trivia After Show. Woo! Took us a little bit of time to get there, but we definitely got there. Sources in this episode include United States Patent Office, American Society of Arms Collectors, Atlas Obscura, Rock Island Auction Company, Ohio History Central, and Cowan's Auctions. You're having too much fun with this.
Auctions.
To keep up with regular and irregular happenings concerning our podcast, you can follow Dumb Trivia on Instagram at dumb_trivia. Send us a listener-submitted question of the week via email to dumbtrivia@gmail.com. If you can, put the name of the host you wish to have read your question in the subject line of the email, whether it be Corey, Christian, or Andres. You can also send us your general questions, comments, and suggestions to dumbtrivia@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from all of you.
April.
Yeah. Oh my God, April. Anyway.
Facebook. We got a Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did get a Facebook. I totally forgot about that. Just
Dumb Trivia.
Yeah, just search for Dumb Trivia on Facebook. You'll be able to find us there.
We're there. Same great logo.
Yeah. Same great logo, same great picture of all of us with the giant chicken and Charlie.
Is that our cover photo?
I believe so.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. What else is there? For the uninformed, all advertisements on Dumb Trivia and the Dumb Trivia After Show are satirical in nature, many of which are made up off the cuff at the time of recording. Any persons, products, or companies mentioned in these advertisements are not officially affiliated with Dumb Trivia.
Not yet.
That being said, any companies that wish to sponsor episodes of Dumb Trivia or the Dumb Trivia After Show, please send us your inquiries to dumbtrivia@gmail.com. Christian.
Yes.
You can be found on Instagram and Twitter at CrimbusRimbus.
Aye.
And also, are we still pushing your album?
Yeah, untilthevoid.bandcamp.com. A
Yeah.
little spooky, little creepy. I also would like to say,
Yes.
I missed it, but happy belated birthday to my cousin. She just turned 18, and
Oh,
apparently
happy
she
birthday.
listens.
What's
She-
her name?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Okay.
What's her first letter?
An M.
M.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, M.
Happy birthday, Em.
She thought she saw me in the last podcast of the left shirt I own, and she thought that was our podcast. And she's like, "I listened to them, but you weren't on that episode." And I was like, "It's the most popular podcast in like Spotify." I'm like, "It's not me."
Yeah, well,
We're getting there.
yeah, we're getting there. This is only
soon.
Yeah, this is a what? Cumulatively going to be our what? Ninth
or 10th,
Yeah,
yeah.
9th or 10th episode. So we're trending upward, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
All right. So everyone check out Corey, everyone check out Christian on Twitter and Instagram, and check out his album, Corey. Now it's round to you. You can be found on Instagram at CoreyW099.
That's me.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram at There's No Way This App Will Last.
But it will.
Yeah, pretty much. So this has been episode 2 of the Dumb Trivia After Show. Corey, Christian, thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
We
Thank
shall
you.
all come together once again for episode 3. And Corey, take us home.
Roll the outro.
Yeah.
It's Dumb Trivia, where the questions are dumb and the hosts are dumber. It's Dumb Trivia. You'll probably learn a lot of things you didn't want to discover. You don't win anything, but that's alright. You can look down on your buddies with your bragging rights. Hang with Corey, Andres, and Christian too. They're best friends, now they're friends with you. Knowing nothing is the only criteria. Come on, it's Dumb Trivia.